Hello, gentlemen. It's me. It's Kyle. I missed the cruiserweights, and I missed the women's battle royal. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. Glad to see that people stayed up until 12:30, and I'm on that New York time too. So it's not like I'm in like Orlando or the West Coast. West Coast still got some part of their evening left, 9, 10 o'clock, stuff like that. Yeah, Mania. I was like, all right, let's take a look. Now I have the match card here. It's been so fucking long since I started watching this. I literally started watching with an hour left of the pre-show, so I watched most of the show. I think the only match that I missed a little bit of, surprisingly, was the Roman and Drew McIntyre match. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm really not gonna lie. But we're gonna just talk about this show. Just so we can kind of get this out of the way. So first things first, I came in on Hawkins Ryder versus the Revival. Pretty good match. I'll actually say better than I expected. When I first started watching it, it was slow. It was slow. I'm not even gonna lie. I love the fact that they are making Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder a lot bigger of a deal than we expected. But that match, the beginning was slow. I won't even lie. I'm not hyping anything up. I'm not gonna go, oh, that was a 5-star classic. The Revival were kicking fucking Zack Ryder's ass. I couldn't even believe that, Zack Ryder could get his ass whooped that hard by Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. So, moral of the story here is that of all people, Kurt Hawkins was our main guy here. You can't really say that the Revival were heels going into this. Fucking Dash Wilder saved fucking or punched the shit out of the heart attacker yesterday. So I was actually leading to believe that they were going to win, but they lost. And, Kurt Hawkins came in hot. I think it was a hot tag. And then Zack Ryder came in for a quick pinfall. I think it was a Rough Rider, and there you go. Fucking match, sealed fate. I'm going to give this a 2.5. And here's why. The moment. The last 5 minutes saves this match. Otherwise, if the ending wasn't as good as it was, I'd probably give it 1.5. I'm sorry. Like, the revival looked absolutely strong, only to be kind of looked like a fucking joke at the end of it. But you know what? I ain't going to complain. Because honestly, I'm happy that Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder are the champion. Kurt Hawkins deserves to be acknowledged. So there's that in a nutshell. Good job to those guys and congrats. Let's move on to the fucking Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. This was a joke. I did not enjoy this match. And I'll tell you why. 2 words. Guest stars. No. The first half of it was okay. It's a standard battle royal. It really, we knew who was going to win. Braun came out in his own entrance. Who else was winning the match? You ruined it. Just have everybody come out, have the guest stars come out, have them stand in the middle, get beat up a little bit, and roll out of the ring. What the fuck's the problem with you guys? But, obviously, we had to have a therapy session in the middle of the fucking pre-show. Because the pre-show isn't long enough already. The pre-show was the length of TakeOver, guys. Roughly. There was more action on TakeOver than the pre-show had the entire time. And not mention we had to listen to fucking Sam Roberts stumble through his commentary for the last 45 minutes. That didn't fucking help. Because he just stumbled through everything. He's blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'll take the L. Yeah, here's the L for you there, Sam Roberts. Back to your podcast. Get the fuck out. But no, Strowman wins. Strowman actually slapped the fuck out of that one dude. I don't remember his name because I just don't fucking care. My foot was itchy. Fuck off. But no, Braun won. No. I'm not pleasing anything. I will give it 2 just to be nice because Braun Strowman won. That is it. Braun looked like he struggled to pick that fucking trophy up, though. I thought he was going to drop it and bust it. I was bust out laughing. So, you know, there you go. There's your filler for the main card. And then we jump into the first major match of the night. The Universal Championship, Rollins, Lesnar. Lesnar did not want to start the match or not main event. So he came out first. He interrupted, Paul Heyman interrupted Hogan and Bliss. I ain't talking about that segment. I only talked about the matches. Nah, I'm good. Thank you. Let's just go right to the match. So, Seth Rollins came out to a really good customized Beast Slayer entrance. Really enjoyed it. His attire looked awesome. The beatdown by Brock Lesnar lasted longer than the match. I think it was about 4.5 minutes for the beatdown. I don't time this shit. I let Wikipedia time it, or my brother. He's probably doing his review right now. I do mine live, get it over with, move on. Let's get to the next one. Because I enjoy the product, and I want to get this information to you guys. Because you've already watched it. I'm trying to condense all of Mania to about half an hour. I don't care. I don't need sleep. So, but no. So Seth Rollins gets his ass whooped for the longest time. I think he even got, power slammed or thrown into the, what do you call that? The table cover. And I went, fuck. Well, Seth Rollins is not winning. Squash match. Great. What a way to start Mania. Just like how Daniel Bryan got beat up at 24 and lost to fucking Sheamus in 27 seconds. But shocker, of all things, fucking shocker. We had fucking Seth Rollins squash Brock Lesnar. And I'm fucking thankful for that because honestly, Brock Lesnar has been champion for far too fucking long. And yes, rant alert here. Fucking Brock Lesnar does not deserve to be the world fucking champion. I don't care how long you've been in the fucking game. I don't care how long you've been around. You can take your fucking shitty ass goddamn 5 moves that you do every fucking match because you make Cena's moveset blush. Take your fucking ass back to the UFC and tell Dana White, hey, what's up, bud? And fuck right back off because we don't need you. We got way better talent on the main roster like Aleister Black and Ricochet. Hopefully Johnny Gargano eventually down the line. All this other shit. Maybe even Adam Cole as a call-up. So, Seth Rollins beats the fucking piss out of him. Curb stomps him 3 times. Low blowed him first. Curb stomped 3 times. And pinned him in 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. That's what Wikipedia is telling me. What a way to open the fucking show. I was impressed. I was just like, well, shit, there we go. And that's a thing. So, congratulations. I appreciate you. Next match on the card, I was surprised. Styles and Orton came next. I mean, it happened. I don't think I was into it. I mean, the show was fire. I you know what? Seth Rollins, just because he won the title and squashed Lesnar in minutes, the only other person to ever squash Lesnar quicker was Goldberg. By the way, 3 stars for that. Just because he won and squashed Lesnar. And then Lesnar didn't even get the chance to have any spotlight. He just wandered up the side of the ramp and bye-bye, see you later. Probably flew his private jet back to Dana White and kissed his ass. The Styles. This is a good hard-hitting match back and forth. You got to remember, there's a lot of shit on this show. There was fucking 16 fucking matches, including the pre-show. To be honest, long match, pretty decent. Most of it was forgettable. I would probably say it's about maybe like a non-4 pay-per-view-esque match. I'm sorry, guys. 2.5. I wasn't into the Styles and Orton match, honestly. I mean, it was cool, and Styles winning was a pretty good way to, kind of get him over. Otherwise, I didn't enjoy the match. Trust me, if I enjoyed the match, I would tell you, and I would tell you, everything about it, but no. So, sorry, Styles. Love you to death. Good wrestler. I just don't remember your match. It was so long ago. I think that match started at 8. It's fucking 1. Almost 1. How am I supposed to fucking remember that when you have a match like the Fatal 4-Way that came up next? Fucking absolutely fantastic for a tag match. The tag matches tonight were on point. You had the I think one of the biggest spots of the night for this match was just the fucking kick party. Everybody getting a kick in. Ricochet was getting a kick in. Fucking Aleister Black was getting a kick in. Fucking Sheamus. Fucking Usos with the double super kick. I was about ready to say super kick party. Like, seriously. Fucking phenomenal match. Ultimately, Usos win. Although I would love to have seen a title change. Not every match needs to be a title change here. Because I think like 80% of the titles changed. Rollins. Let's see. The tag titles. The both Raw tag titles, Raw Women's tag titles. The Universal title changed. The WWE title changed. It's like so many. But no, I fought the Fatal 4-Way tag match. I thought it was pretty good. The only thing I would have liked, honestly, was if it was a tornado tag or an elimination. Like there could be like 1 or 2 matches on here that could have been cut. Like Samoa Joe squashing Rey Mysterio. Really? We'll get to that when we get to it, though. Otherwise, I would say pretty standard fare. But they did pretty good for what they had to do. And Ricochet and Aleister Black look pretty good on this main card here. And I'm appreciative. NXT call-ups are being used on the main show. Unlike the fucking cruiserweights that are being just useless, just being used, underutilized on the pre-show. First match, guys. Like, when the fucking stadium opened, you guys are bringing the cruiserweights out. Like, seriously? This is how much you appreciate your cruiserweight division, guys. That's why Hideo Itami quit. That's why probably, like TJ Perkins and shit left. Anyway, let's move on. Next match, I'm going to say this. This is probably one of the underestimated matches of the night. Was Shane and Miz. Holy shit. My brother came back around the time that this match started, or was like halfway through it. I had to say, this match is fucking phenomenal. Probably one of the best 5 false count anywhere matches I've seen in a long time. And we've had Shield and Evolution way back when the Shield was still, kind of hot and shit. That gets blown out by this match. We start off, Shane comes out, he's being a dick heel, which I love the fact that he's a dick heel. Love, by the way, I want to point out people shitting on this set. Okay? Let me preference real quick. People shit on this set. There is not a fucking problem with that stage. Okay? Just because it's not a customized stage like fucking Ring of Honor G1 Supercard was yesterday doesn't necessarily mean that Mania is going to suck. Because of the fact that the set was minimalistic, the show actually benefited from it. And to be quite fair, screen though, that's the problem. I absolutely thought the set was fantastic. And when they show stuff like Mrs. Entrance, you can really tell that is a movie screen. Definitely a movie screen. I thought, wow. I'll be honest, at first, when I saw the pictures pop up about it, I went, the fuck is that? Like, fucking Crown Jewel got a better set. And I went, you know what? Wait a minute. Let's give it a chance to see how it looks when the sun starts going down and everybody starts coming out. And I went, you know what? Fuck that. I thought it was cool. So, Miz gets some really good fucking heat here. He's, beating the fuck out of Miz a little bit. All that stuff. The minute McMahon goes over to Miz's father and chokes him, Miz fucking freaks out. Literally from that point, maybe one or two offensive moves from McMahon. Otherwise, fucking Miz owned the rest of this fucking match. Was beating the fuck out of him. One of the nastiest spots that WWE kind of glossed over from this match was not the table spot over by the commentator's desk. I would say one of the most hardcore spots that just brings back early 2000s WWE was when Miz hurled him over the barricade by the restroom and concessions entrance, and he bounces off the golf cart and then just kind of flops to the floor. It kind of reminded me of when Sid Vicious did that power bomb to fucking one of the Insane Clown Posse guys. That was that 70s guy. And fucking dropped him, and then he kind of fell. It kind of just gave me that vibe, and I went, damn, you know what? This is a good match. So they brawl, and then they're brawling over to the tech area where the camera guys are for hard camera side. And this is the crescendo for this match. And the spot that they did, how could I describe it, was probably the hardest suplex I've seen in a long, long time. Okay? We're talking this fucking superflex. And bear in mind, the spot that they landed through did not look like it was easily breakable. They had put force through that. Shane was probably like, we're going to bust this fucking thing broken. We can a little bit, but we're going to take care of the rest. And this motherfucker got all the extension coming over and whams right through. And McMahon still wins. I will admit, I was a little pissed off when I saw McMahon win. But I went, ultimately, that just makes that match that much more interesting knowing that McMahon won. So, with that, I'm probably going to give it the highest rating so far. I'm going to say 3.5 stars for that match. I'm not going to go 4. And here's why. A lot of walking and brawling. I get it. You're going to be like, but that's how you get from point A to point B. Yeah, but there's other matches that did it a lot more interestingly, like Mick Foley and Terry Funk. None taken. Let's skip to the next match. So we had the Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Match for the whole division. You got 4 amazing tag teams. You got the Boston Hug Connection, Tamina and Nia Jax, who I will not comment on. The Divas of Doom in ring. Good for you. And the Iconics. The Iconics were being pushed over the moon here. Now, good spots here. I thought it was really well done, this match. Very fast-paced. It was only 10 minutes. So, 4 teams, 10 minutes. Everybody had to get their spots in. Ultimately, the Iconics, I'm not going to use Michael Cole's term, stealing the victory, but they got the victory, and I was happy as a fucking horse, and I called it. So basically, there you go. You got the Iconics, and to be quite frank, the Iconics deserved it. Their promos have been getting progressively better between their aired segments on TV and then their YouTube promo segments online, where Billy Kay's actually been a really good talker. Peyton Royce has been a really good it's good. I'm actually interested to see what's going to happen there. So yeah, congratulations to the Iconics. I say a solid 3-star match. You know, it had good spots. It was fast. You know, Tamina and Nia Jax didn't fuck up any spots. Nia Jax took a hard bump, and I appreciate that. When they went for the double Jimmy Superfly splashes, hard fucking fall. So kudos, I will say that. Next match, we had the big fucking match everybody was fucking hyped for, almost as hyped as fucking the triple threat at the end. We had Kofi Kingston and Daniel fucking Bryan. This match was 23 minutes of holy fucking shit. I don't even know where to begin. A lot of ground wrestling to start. It wasn't slow though. I thought that this was a well-paced match. I would say a lot better than Daniel Bryan's match at the Rumble, honestly. Way better. So, you know, I mean, if you're looking at the match, like, there were some cool spots there. Kofi Kingston was just taking it to Daniel Bryan. One spot I actually thought was really fucking cool. It wasn't even involving those two. It was involving the New Day and Rowan. Rowan got fucking, oh my God, that fucking finisher that the New Day used fucking flattened him. I was just like, fuck, man. Woo! But, no, this match went all over the place. It was fantastic. And then fucking, you can feel the energy. There's a lot of kickouts in this match. It doesn't take away from how epic the match was. Ultimately, Kofi hit the Trouble in Paradise at the very end, snuck it in, got it, and we crowned the first pure African-American world champion on Mania. And I thought that match was fantastic. I'm saying a solid 4.5. It kept me invested all the way through it. I'm not saying it's a 5. I'm just saying it's probably one of the best matches of the night. Very solid mat wrestling. I love the fact that just Daniel Bryan tried to keep Kofi down as much as he could. Fantastic match. So, congrats to Kofi. I swear to God, though, I thought there was going to be a New Day heel turn. I'm not saying that there is going to be, but if there is in the future, I could see probably Big E turning with Xavier Woods being like the middle person, and then Xavier ultimately joining Big E, and then them having a feud. But let's get there at a later point. I'm not saying that now. All right, so let's get to our second proverbial squash match here, guys. Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio. Fucking match barely did anything. The entrances were longer. Basically, Mysterio went off the ropes, did a little DDT there, got up, got caught in basically in a submission hold, and fucking passed out and lost. I don't know what to say. Good job, Mysterio. Way to hype up the Legends WWE, but also what a way to book Samoa Joe as a fucking beast. Thank you. Thank you for finally just giving us a random squash match that actually made the person who won look strong. I actually enjoyed this. 1.5 stars though. Still wasn't anything special. It's too quick. Can't really speak about Roman's debut match back, but we all know he's going to win. So out of respect, 2.5 stars, move across. I didn't watch much of it, so sorry, guys. Next match, we had Batista and Triple H. Fucking brutal fucking match here. I think the biggest note here on the show was probably going to be Triple H just meticulously tearing apart fucking Batista. It was amazing. First he had the pliers and he stepped on him and he fucking looked like he busted fucking Batista's fingers, and I was just like, oh, how could it get any worse? And he pulls a fucking Orton like he did in Hell in a Cell and pulls his fucking nose ring right out. A little bit of blood coming out of Batista's nose there at that point. They start brawling. You know, they're trading fucking shots with chairs, thrown into ring steps, fucking spears through tables, shit like that. And I'm just like, motherfucker, this match is hardcore and heavy as a motherfucker. Perfect match. Now, I was scared that Triple H was going to ultimately get forced to retire. That did not happen. Ultimately, at the very end of the match, Triple H wins. I was expecting a retirement, but I guess we're only getting one tonight. It was 3.5. It was 3.5 to 4 stars solid because it was a hell of a no holds barred back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Numerous false finishes. I'm taking a solid 4 stars here. Moving on. Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle. My foot's falling asleep. That hurt. This is what happens when you record live, guys. Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle. I hated this match. I just absolutely despised this match with a fucking passion. Problem was, it's not that I didn't like Corbin in the match. It just went really short for a retirement match for a guy who is an absolute first ballot Hall of Famer. No one came out after the fact. No one gave him tribute or anything. 1 star. I'm sorry. Weakest match of the night by far. Absolute sport fest. Honestly, it's a shame that this is the last match for Angle because the post match was probably better than the whole fucking match itself. Finn Balor and Bobby Lashley. I absolutely enjoy the entrance for Finn Balor, but again, another filler match, and it was too short. These two can work. Bobby Lashley from Impact could fight. He does not need a mouthpiece. WWE is making Bobby Lashley actually looked severely weak, considering the fact that Bobby Lashley is supposed to be hyped up as this really strong guy, and he got fucking demolished in 4 minutes, guys. Minutes. I will give this match was a 1.5. Very forgettable. You could skip it, and you won't miss it. Last match was everything everybody waited for. The winner takes all triple threat match for the women's 35 years. Mania had a women's match headline. This match delivered highly, but there's 2 flaws in the match, and I'll get to it in a minute. Hard hitting, a lot of submission holds. Fucking Ronda Rousey's leg looked fucked up as shit. This match. She got thrown to the ropes. She bounced off the apron and then just completely fucking wiped out on her neck. And I went, oh, fucking hell. That looked painful. Ultimately, event, very solid main event. I'll give it 4.5, but it's not 5. Here's why. And I'm probably going to be the minority here, not giving it 5 stars. +5, +10 on the overall rating for the fact that, you know, they had a table spot that was supposed to happen where Charlotte was supposed to get put through a table. Ultimately, the table completely fucked up. I'm hoping Matthew saw it and inserts the I am the table in there. That would be awesome. But 2, fucking Ronda Rousey, she goes for the Piper's Pit, ultimately gets countered into like a schoolboy-ish thing here, and goes for and she gets pinned. That's why I'm not giving it 5. I feel like the main event, the very ending of the match, was botched. 4.5 stars, not a 5. You guys can, debate me on that all you want. Just do it civilized. I ultimately think, I don't care if fucking Meltzer gives it a 5. I gave it a 4.5. Ultimately, the show was an A-, B+ A- range. The only things that really killed this show's momentum was the crowd was so fucking burnt out. The entrances for the women's match took a long time to me. And, I mean, seriously, it was midnight when Joan Jett was playing. That should give, ultimately, though, probably one of the best Manias I've seen personally in the past 10 years. There's a lot of shit Manias that's happened in the past 10 years between 25 and 35. 25 was fantastic. 35 was almost as legendary. That's my review. I wanted to make sure I hopped on here while it was still fresh in my mind, and I just got off of it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Mania. Leave your ratings and comments below in the comment section there. I will be more than glad to respond to any, because I mostly review WWE pay-per-views at this point. I might review the Raw